Good morning. When I first learned of the Inspire Faith building project, it did not take long for me to recognize the need for and importance of the improvements for the future of First Lutheran Church. After attending one of the informational meetings last fall, which included details about the project, I thought back to the church that I grew up in, Trinity Lutheran in Madison, South Dakota. Over 25 years ago, they added an addition to the front of their large church building so that it would enclose 2 outdoor staircases and provide an elevator so that all would have access to the sanctuary. I recalled how helpful that was to members of my family who were able to continue to attend worship services when they could no longer navigate stairs. After hearing Pastor Travis provide details about the many enhancements that the building project would include, I knew right away that I wanted to support the project. The past 2 Sundays, we've had the opportunity to hear from 2 longtime members about the history of First Lutheran. Their stories told of their decades of involvement and the importance of First Lutheran in their lives. I'm a relative newcomer to this congregation, having been involved for less than 4 years. However, I am pleased to say that those years have been filled with personal growth in my faith, the development of meaningful relationships, and the opportunity to serve and share with others in a multitude of ways. Until I retired and moved to Colorado, I'd spent my entire adult life on a private university campus. Not being a professional student, however. But I helped young people gain experience and get started with their future careers. Being a part of a college community was a part of my life for 43 years. Now, First Lutheran is providing a community for me. My first exposure to First Lutheran was to attend a most impressive lessons and carols program with my good friend Diane Milburn. Then came the pandemic. In 2021, when we started to venture out again, Diane invited me to come along and hike with the First Lutheran Trail Trekkers. It only took a few months for me to know that I wanted to return to my Lutheran roots and join First Lutheran Church. The love, support, and encouragement that the hikers share with new and longtime trail trekkers is just amazing. From that first hike to today, I experienced the tremendous warmth and kindness of church members. The 2 to 7 miles that we hike almost every week of the year are good for our bodies, our minds, and our souls. This past Thursday, 10 of us gathered at a trailhead, and as we always do, we hold hands in a circle, we share, and we pray. This past week, we had more to share than usual and included such concerns as upcoming surgeries, recovery from surgeries, a recent diagnosis of cancer, and happily, the birth of 2 new grandbabies. As we departed on the trail, hikers paired up to share with one another and give more information and offer support to one another. This happens every single week. The love, support, and encouragement are ever present. First Lutheran members care. Serving on the welcome team has provided opportunities for me to meet and assist Sunday worship participants. I serve as either a greeter or a welcome guest host most months. As you have no doubt read in the newsletter, the list of volunteers for the welcome team goes on and on. We are indeed a welcoming community. I can only imagine how much easier it would be to meet and greet when the building project is completed. First impressions matter. In training college students how to interview with prospective employers, we would always stress that you never get a second chance to make that first impression. That is true with visitors to our church as well. Borrowing words from AI and related to our building project, access matters, space matters, welcome matters. As expanded, more open, more functional entry will help us welcome future members as well as greet and converse with current members. It is not just about a building improvement. It's about a ministry opportunity. It's about preparing space for the people God will bring through those doors in the years ahead. One of the things that stands out to me about this church is that we just don't talk about community. We build it together. Each of us contributes in different ways through time, service, prayer, encouragement, and resources. The Inspire Faith Project is a way to invest not just in walls or doors, but in people we have not yet met. Thank you.